just shows valuations are pretty frothy right now.
Yeah,
Um,
especially in the crypto space. And I still think that with Bitcoin and with crypto, I still think there's another shoe to drop. I don't think that that's it. And my whole theory is that when the market does have a correction, because eventually broad market will have a correction, I'm not sure from what point. I think everything's just going to come down together. Like there's going to be a crescendo. And I think that's when Bitcoin will finally bottom. Just like we saw in March of 2020, they all bottomed together. Bitcoin bottoms a little bit earlier, which I think is probably going to happen again the next time that there's a correction. And by the way, I don't think the S&P corrects anytime soon. I think any setback is a buying opportunity, but it's cyclical, right? You make highs and lows. People forget
the
that.
Nasdaq just broke out.
Yeah, we were watching that little ascending triangle for a while on this show. How many times did we mention that it was basing for 6 months?
Yeah.
I will say one thing that's interesting about Bitcoin, though. It seems to be an early warning sign because usually when Bitcoin tanks significantly, the broader market, something will happen to the broader market within 2 to 4 weeks. I don't know if it's because it's such a high risk asset that as soon as the first signals of something broader is happening, people are pulling their money out of the most risky assets and it kind of like crescendos down. But I have noticed a trend where Bitcoin will react to something and then the broader market will tank shortly after.
Well, that definitely happened in March. Like, when did Bitcoin bottom last time? Like, I want to say like March 5th, I think was the day, and then the S&P bottomed on March 19th. So yeah, like exactly 2 weeks.
Yeah, there you go. So I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, so I agree. I think that Bitcoin's stuck in the mud right now. No doubt about it. It's going to be interesting though to see how low it can go. And I definitely do think that there's going to be a buying opportunity. The first time I've said that on the show, by the way, buying opportunity and Bitcoin in the same sentence. But, it's the old Warren Buffett saying, man, you got to buy when everyone's fearful and
Yeah.
sell when everyone's greedy. And that was exactly Bitcoin. Like I still talk about your bet with Willy Woo, man. That one goes down in history.
That was a funny one because I'm a subscriber to his newsletter. I like his data, obviously. I like his analysis, but when I see something's wrong, I'm like, hold up. Like that's not, I'll put my money down too. So
Yeah, it's funny. When you're in this space long enough, when you're investing for long enough, you're gonna have people that you really admire and you love their rhetoric and you love their research and everything else, but you're gonna have things that you just blatantly disagree with, right?
I think, Kaylee, this is probably in your books, but like I figured like it's really important to like form your own opinions. Like it's fine to follow people for whatever, get their feedback, get their appointment, get their perspective, but then you really have to form your own opinion too. Otherwise, how can you either as an investor, Brandon, or like a trader, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because the only way you're going to have confidence to hold on to your position is if you know why you're in the trade, not because someone else told you why to be in the trade, right? Otherwise, you get panicked out and you sell at the wrong time and you buy at the wrong time. You have to make the decision yourself. If you don't, you're never going to make money. Like it's
Never take stock tips from anybody. Like you have to have.
You can take stock tips, but do your own research and if you come to the same conclusion on your own, that's different. Right?
But when I'm talking about a stock tip is like when you're on the street and someone says, "Oh, buy 100 shares of XYZ company because something big's gonna happen." Like you hear about these stories all the time. Like people tell me about a company that they really like, and the reason why they like it is because their friend told them to buy it. And I don't know.
Yeah, that's no way to invest.
When your barber tells you to buy this EV company, it's time to sell it.
Yeah.
Right. That's like, pulling the chute. That's it. That's the sign.
Yeah.